Hello NFL fans, and welcome to another episode of NFL Picks with Dave. I'm your host Dave, and today we're going to see what my picks and predicted scores are for NFL Week 10. I'm starting with Thursday Night Football, where the Chargers take on the Oakland Raiders. Both teams won last week, the Raiders over the Detroit Lions 31-24, and the Chargers over the Packers 26-11. This pick is very difficult because both teams did very good last week. I'm going to have to choose the Chargers over the Raiders with a score of 21-14 because the Chargers performed better and they have Phillip Rivers. Now let's move on to the rest of Week 10. My first Sunday pick takes place in East Rutherford, New Jersey, where the Giants take on the Jets. Both teams lost last week, and both teams are awful. I'm going to have to pick the Giants 17-14 because they are a little better than the New York Jets. My next pick is very easy. It's the Saints over the Falcons. Both teams had a bye week last week, but I picked the Saints 31-7 because they're a better team and it's a home game for them. My next pick is the Chiefs over the Titans. The Chiefs won a statement win last week over the Vikings with a score of 26-23, while the Titans lost to the Panthers with a score of 30-20. My final score of this game is Chiefs 21, Titans 10, because the Chiefs are a better team than the Titans. This next pick is a heated NFC North rivalry. It's the Lions visiting the Bears. Both teams lost last week. I'm going to have to pick the Lions with a score of 30-23 because they're better than the Bears and they have a better quarterback. My next picks are the Ravens over the Bengals 35-7, the Bucs over the Cardinals 28-14, and the Bills over the Browns 31-20. Now let's move on to the later games. My first late pick is very easy. It's the Colts over the Dolphins. The Dolphins got their first win of the 2019 season, beating the Jets in Miami, while the Colts lost a heartbreaker to the Steelers with a score of 26-24 after their kicker missed the game-winning field goal. I think that the Colts will steamroll over the Finns with a score of 35-3. My next pick is the Packers over the Panthers. The Packers lost a shocker to the Chargers last week, while the Panthers defeated the Titans. I think that Green Bay will rebound and defeat Carolina with a score of 27-24. My next pick is not that hard. It's the Rams visiting the Steelers. The Rams had their bye week last week, while the Steelers defeated the Colts. I'm going to pick the Rams with a score of 24-14 because they're off their bye week and they're a little better than the Steelers. Now let's move on to the last two primetime games. My first primetime game pick takes place on Sunday Night Football, live from Arlington, Texas, where the Vikings take on the Cowboys. The Vikings lost last week, while the Cowboys ran over the Giants with a score of 37-18. I'm going to pick the Cowboys 35-34 because the home team on Sunday Night Football usually wins, and the Cowboys performed better last week than the Vikings. And now, my last pick of the week. It's the Seahawks taking on the unbeaten 49ers live from Santa Clara, California. The Seahawks offense had an outstanding performance last week, while their defense and kicker struggled a lot. The 49ers, meanwhile, won a nail-biter over the Cardinals last Thursday with a score of 28-25. I'm going to pick the 49ers 34-24 because they had more time off than the Seahawks, and Seattle's defense is one of the worst in the NFL, and Jason Myers missed 3 kicks last week, including a game-winning one. However, there is a possibility that the Seahawks can stun the 49ers because they perform really well on national TV. We'll just have to wait and see. That does it for my Week 10 predictions. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to get the latest videos and posts I do, and follow me on Twitter. My account name is @DaveRenator2. Thanks again for watching, and hope to see you again soon.